CIA admits that Lee Harvey Oswald was not a lone gunman. So when I was talking to the ambassador, he's actually a history buff too. So he had actually said that the Russian government, when Oswald was actually in Russia, had done a psychological profile because they thought, they're like, is this guy part of American intelligence? Like, what's his story? And they thought he was basically nuts. And apparently he tried to go hunting when he was out there, and they were observing him, and he couldn't shoot for shit. So they're like, he didn't meet our psychological profile. Then he shows up to the Russian embassy in Mexico City with a gun, and they're like, what the hell is it? Like crazy guys showing up at that? Like, what's going on? And then we find out simultaneously as this is all happening that the CIA, kudos to Director Radcliffe, had actually released something called the Joanides file. And George Joanides was actually, he's basically our version of James Bond, but more corrupt. And he was basically observing Oswald. He had lied to Congress. This was all in his file. He was then the CIA liaison to Congress during the investigations, stonewalled their investigations, was later awarded something from the CIA. So we have the CIA admitting that they lied to Congress, covered up the assassination attempt, or covered up the investigations. We had admissions from the Warren Commission, people that had been subject to the Warren Commission's investigation, saying that the Warren Commission engaged in witness intimidation. They omitted evidence. The single bullet theory never exists. CIA admits that Lee Harvey Oswald was not a lone gunman.